Hey, hello. Coming at ya from my car right after grocery pickup. You can see some of the bread and stuff back there. I'm using like cinematic mode on my camera, and I don't know. It's really something. It's cinematic. Is that how you say it? Cinematic? I don't know. I don't really know. So listen, welcome to Chatting with Maxie. Gosh, I almost forgot, y'all. Almost forgot. We're just pals, though. We're pals by now. You know where you're at and why you're here. To chat with Maxie. So listen, here's the deal. Here's my thoughts as of today. If you know me, you know these could change. And it's okay to change your mind also. That really is okay. However, so here's what's up. Here's my thoughts, I guess. I'm going to tell you my thoughts, and then I guess we're flipping it today. And then I'll share with you my past week. Really, there's one highlight of the week I'm going to talk about. If you're friends with me on social media, you already know what it's going to be. So here's what's up. I believe I have a lot of cool stuff lined up, guys, for YouTube and the podcast and Instagram. I'll do a little more over there on stories than I do on the old Facebook. However, I got some stuff, right? I told y'all I've been praying for supernatural creativity and ideas to share. And that God, He's faithful, you know it. He is. So with that being said, I'm going to try to take a couple weeks off of social media and all my social platforms. My social platforms. Who am I? What's happening right there? I just mean I'm going to try to take a couple weeks, a break on YouTube and the podcast. I got distracted. You know why? I just used my McDonald's app to get a pop. If you know me, enjoy every sip. I love the sayings on the McDonald's cups. You know I do. And I mean, if you don't, then do. Just really look down. Whatever the saying is, say it out loud. You'll giggle and you'll smile. You take a drink, you'll be like, I do enjoy every sip, or I am feeling bubbly. So that's what this one says, feeling bubbly. I have one that says enjoy every sip. Now let me explain why I have two. Now listen, I used the little coupon and one came with a little small one. They put a lot of ice in it. That's okay. I didn't say differently, so that's okay. So really that's like 3 drinks of pop. For some people, that's plenty. I'm not some people. So I went on back through and got $1.37 feeling bubbly. I got a real one, a large Coke. I got to see Amanda too. She was working. We chatted it up a little bit, so I love her. I'm thinking about doing something like for my birthday, raising money and like surprising her and giving it to her. You know, y'all see that on the Tickety Talk where people give money, like $1, $5, whatever, to someone's Venmo, and then that person like blesses a server, like a waiter, waitress. Well, we could bless Amanda. I'm thinking about that. I don't know. That's not in place yet, so if you're sending me anything via Venmo right now, you're probably just buying me a Coke. All right, listen. Now I got to straighten up. See how my thoughts are scattered? That would be why I'm taking a little break, because I'm all over. I'm scattered. I have a tendency when I get excited to be scattered. So I'm excited about a few things. So what I'm going to do is, here's my goal. Now, we'll see. We'll see together, won't we? My goal is I'm going to take 2 weeks off of recording any new podcasts or YouTube episodes, okay? And 2 weeks off of that. And my goal is 1 full week off of all social media, like deleting it from my phone. I mean, you know you got a problem when you're thinking about deleting it off your phone and it gives you like the shakes, you know? So that to me is a sure sign that I need to get off of it for a little while, a few days. In that 2 weeks of not necessarily recording podcasts or YouTube, and hopefully a week off social media, I'm going to be honest, my goal is 2 weeks off social media. We're going to see how it goes, okay? in that 2 weeks, here's the plan, Rubber Band. I got to do a little work on a few things in me, right? That he's dealing with me, which is, I appreciate it because I want to be the best version of me I can be. So I know I'm recognizing the conviction in my life in a couple areas, so I'm going to spend some time working on that with him. I've let a couple things go. My house has gotten ahead of me, so I need to do some cleaning up and decluttering. I'm a minimal, I'm a less is more girl, and I feel like every room we got clutter, and that makes me nervous, so that stuff's got to go. And I need to do a brain dump, get my thoughts together and my ideas together, and get a little plan in place so that when I come back after 2 weeks, it'll be like season 2. It'll be season 2 of the podcast, season 2 of Chatting with Maxie, and it'll be revamped, both platforms a little bit. I have some stuff, and yeah, so I'm going to take a couple weeks and just prayer for sure, get some more walks in, take a little better care of my health. Doggone those lab results anyways. That's all right though. This is the vessel I have, so to tell others about Jesus and make people laugh and love on them. So I want to take care of it because I want to be around a while to do so. Taking care of it doesn't mean be a certain size or punish myself or whatever. No, taking care of it means moving a bit more in joyful movement. Like, I like going for a walk. I like doing some little dancing jigs. So now those are for me in my bedroom and gets my heart rate up a little bit, and then that's that. And it means just making a little better choices with some food and drinks. I'm watching this guy try to pull in. He's having a hard time here. I'm at McDonald's. My mom likes Long John Silver's, so I went through their drive-thru, and they're like, I'm sorry, we're not taking orders in the drive-thru right now. You'll have to come in. I'm sorry, ma'am. I literally just rolled out of bed. Fortunately, I put a bra on, but the bottom half of me, it's really not for the public, but who knows? I'm going in. So anyway, so I should be gone for 2 weeks. Hang in there with me. I don't know. Can you all do that? Do y'all have the same problem? However, Tara Hukill, like, when you invite a guest on your show, learn their last name and how to pronounce it. I love her. She's as sweet as pie. That last name gets me. Tara Hukill is her name, from Texas. Her series is continuing. We should have maybe 2. There'll be a recording come out on the 3rd of July, and that Monday after. I don't know. There may or may not be one after that, because we're doing I'll be with her Monday recording, and because we record ahead of time, so I don't know how many more until she finishes, but her series should be wrapping up pretty soon, and then we'll, in August, have some pretty cool new guests and new stories and experiences we can all learn from, and I hope to have like some new intros and music and just some little revamps, like little tweaks. And I actually bought a course. It was only $24. I bought a podcasting course from a podcast network that I really watch closely and I like, and I've learned a lot from many of the shows on that network, and someday I hope to be on that network. So I bought a little course. I want to also do it over the next couple weeks and try to tweak what I'm doing a little bit. I always want it to be the best it can be, but I want to stay very genuine to who I am. Yeah. Boy, I don't even know what all I've said, so I might be repeating myself now. But anyway, so a couple weeks, me, the Lord, cleaning, podcasting, courses, walking, getting ready for my grandbaby. So, but you know me too. Sometimes funny stuff happens, and I want to share it with you all. So I might do some little couple-minute pop-ons. You never know about me. Anyways, let me tell y'all about Friday. Today's Saturday, July 1, if you're wondering. I'm literally sitting in Long John's parking lot recording this. Let me tell y'all about Friday. So Thursday, Jenna is the mama of my sweet grandbaby, and we went to Morgantown and stayed because she had an appointment at 8 a.m. Friday morning. And so I thought this will be nice for us just spend a little time together and talk about a few things and, you know, just catch up with each other and such. And so we did, and she so graciously let me go to her appointment Friday, and she got to have an ultrasound. I got to see baby Renly just moving and grooving all over. Now, she didn't want to turn around, so I just could see the back of her head for a little while. Then finally she gave me a little profile, just a little sneak peek, but I got to see her little belly, and she has some hair, and her little legs and arms are long already. So she's doing well. Jenna's 31 weeks, and Renly, it showed on the ultrasound that she's already 4 pounds and 9 ounces. I think it's adorable. And they set the date for the C-section. I don't know if Jenna really wants me to put that out there on YouTube, the exact date, so I'm just going to leave it as they set the date. And I'm excited, super excited. But I want to tell you something. Like, I am the father's mom, okay? So, I'm dad's mom. And I know because I have sons and a daughter. So I know, you know, anyways, I know what it's like to be a son's mom and a daughter's mom. So as a daughter, normally daughters are closer to their mother, and they, you know, get to walk through this experience a little closer with them than maybe dad's mom. Well, I have to say that has not been the case. Jenna and her mom, Jennifer, have just graciously included me in every little step of the way, and just let me be super hands-on, and I just can't say how much I appreciate that enough. And the thing is, like, as the dad's mom, I'm just telling you, like, she doesn't have to do that. She chooses to do that. I get to be part of this, and I am, if I don't watch, I'll get emotional, in just so grateful for that. So moms of the sons, like, love on those daughter-in-laws, and, you know, if they are or if they aren't carrying your grandbaby, but especially if they are, you know, let them know that they matter. Their health matters, their well-being matters, you know, that they're important to you. I appreciate that Jenna takes such good care of herself, because that in turn means that Renly's well taken care of, you know. So I'm just super grateful for the relationship that I have with Jenna and her mom, Jennifer. Yeah, so I am, but I don't know. I think that's all I have to say right now. Y'all, please be in prayer for me the next couple weeks. My goal is, I don't know though, end of July, beginning of August, to hop back on with some new videos. I may also just film some little blurbs and then load them at a later time. But then something might come up I need to tell you all about. Who knows, right? What am I reading and studying right now? Because normally I share a devotional, you know, with you. But to be honest, I'm really digging in to the power of praying for your adult children book. I'm really digging in. So I felt like I slacked off for a little while, and you just kind of get complacent, and you realize, like, hey, you know, that's the most beneficial thing I can do for a mom. And when I pray, when I go through those chapters and I pray over my children, I pray also over Jenna and over our nephew Cole as well. And I've been praying for baby Renly. Hers is a little different, of course, but don't think those prayers don't matter. They matter. And just because you don't see something with your natural eye change or become what you're praying for immediately, God is always at work in ways that we can't see, right? And we get to trust Him. His ways are higher than our ways. He knows the beginning from the end and everything in between. And He knows parts of that person. He knows their heart. We don't. We think we know a lot of people, and we think, oh, you know, I know they wouldn't do that, or they would do that. God actually does know. So go ahead and pray. It's the most powerful, most beneficial thing you can do for them. And it doesn't mean that anything's wrong or needs fixed. You want them protected, right? You know, you want them divinely provided for. I want them to always be healthy, and want the right people to surround them, and their hearts always softened towards the things of God and of the kingdom. And I want them in the in the kingdom, right? So anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that. But that's really where I've been studying. One more thing. I do want you to check out, it's called Read the Gospels by Annie F. Downs, that podcast. I love it. All year long, she's reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Each month, she reads it out of a different translation, and sometimes out of a different, like in July, she's reading the book of John first, then Luke, and then Matthew and Mark, I think. Anyways, it's only about 15 minutes a day. I pop it on while I'm getting ready for work in the morning. So go ahead and do that each day. It's pretty great. And then she prays at the end, and it's really very good. That's all I got, I think, guys. So I will see you all end of July, beginning of August. Maybe before. I don't know. But it's a great time to catch up on past episodes, or if you haven't had a chance to check out the podcast, go ahead. And as always, if you like either one of them, if you like this or the podcast, go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Share it on your socials. Share it with your friends. I love you guys. Like, we get one life, right? Don't let fear rob you of doing what you want to do and having a good time while doing it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I wanted to clarify a couple things. That's another reason that I'm taking a couple weeks to be in prayer. I have found myself overthinking entirely too much. I have always done that to a degree, but my goodness, in March is when I started YouTube, and I think shortly after that I started the podcast. Overthinking, my gosh, and I don't want to do that anymore. It makes it bigger than what it really is. It steals your joy and your peace, and it doesn't have any place in me, and I've been giving it too much place. So that's another thing I'm taking to the Lord over these next couple weeks off. But anyways, I'm driving, so it might be a little shaky, but it's okay. One, I want to clarify, when I said that we also pray over our nephew Cole, and we also pray over Jenna, we also pray over all of our siblings and our nieces and nephews and their families. So I didn't want anybody to think I'm leaving people out or whatever. No. And that's the truth. We pray over, when I say we, Chris and I pray for our siblings, our brothers and sisters, and their children, and their children's children, right? So our nieces and nephews, and our great nieces and nephews. So everybody is included. That is the truth. We really do pray for all of them. Actually, his sister's daughter, Shannon, just had another little beautiful baby boy, and there were some complications that presented itself. And I know that they all went to prayer, and Chris's family and us and many, many people, the church. Anyways, God is faithful, and that little boy's healthy and well, and so is his mommy. And anyway, so that all turned out very, very well, and we thank God for that. That's the truth. Secondly, I made a statement. As you can tell, I listened to the video back. Mistake number one. I will not be doing that in the future. But I listened to the video back, and I'm trying to think how to say it right, you know? I'm just going to say, don't read into things that I'm not saying. And I don't want to really discuss my kids a whole lot on any of the platforms I choose to be on, because they didn't choose to be on them, okay? I did. And their business isn't everyone else's business. I'm choosing to put some of my business out there. Two, I just simply meant I'm excited to get to be as involved as Jenna's letting me be, okay? And just something I don't take for granted. I am super duper appreciative of it. And yeah, so I hope that clears that up. Now, here's the thing though. When baby Renly arrives, I have to talk to her about how much she wants me to share about her and not. Listen, don't tell her, but I am going to ask her once she arrives and, you know, everybody's healthy and well and getting along good and all that jazz. I'm going to see if she'll let me show y'all. Like, bring her, like, have Renly for one of the recordings. But that'll be up to her. And that's okay, either way. I love her either way. But I just felt the need to clarify all of that. And here's just another suggestion, something I've been trying to do. Listen, when I share things with you all, it's not because I have them perfected. No, I have just found them. I've discovered them. I have implemented them in my life. And it's been beneficial. It's helped preserve my peace. And I believe it would probably do the same for you all. So that's why I share them. But again, when I share them, it doesn't mean I haven't perfected. Just because I'm going to tell you this, I try to do this the majority of the time, yeah. But do I have days where I'm missing the mark? Yeah. Hi, I'm human, and you are too. And that's all right. That's why every morning the word says in Lamentations that His mercies are new every morning. And then it says in the New Testament that His grace is sufficient for us in our weakness. Okay, so perfection not required. We took the long road to get to this point. When you hear people or read things online, or when you're even texting with them or talking to them, let's try to make it an automatic that we believe the best of that person, right? Like, instead of getting offended or going on the defense, let's instead automatically believe the best of that person. Like, maybe they're doing the best they can at the time with what they have. Maybe they're telling you the best information they have at the time, and that's what they have, but that may change later. Let's just give everybody the benefit of the best, right? Let's assume that they're doing the best they can. Or let's assume, I know people say, you know, because how the words assume. People always say, you know what you get when you assume. Listen, come on now. Let's just believe the best in one another, okay? There you go. Let's believe the best in one another. If you call and cancel, I'm going to believe the best in you that something else really did come up. You just couldn't do it. If you say something and it rubs me the wrong way, I'm going to think, I believe I probably misunderstood that. That's probably not what they meant. So let's just believe the best in one another. When clarity is needed during communication, ask nicely for it and receive it, right? And give the clarity. If you're the person like me, that my mouth runs sometimes before thoughts can get separated and in the right order, I have to give clarity to things I say all the time. And sometimes I have my own language, my own dialect. So if you're not around me in person a lot, you can't figure me out. You don't really know how to read things that I type or how to understand me. So it's okay to give clarity. I also want to add this. Golly, I got all fired up here thinking I wasn't going to be on for 2 weeks. Important discussions need to be had in person or like on the phone, voice to voice, not via text message. When you're texting people or people are texting you, the way that it's communicated is left wide open, right? So your intent often isn't seen behind the text. Your emotions or your motive behind it isn't seen. So I am a fan of let's make the serious conversations the ones that matter in a relationship or that can make or break a relationship or friendship. Let's have those in person. or at least voice to voice, right? And let's leave our text messages to, you know, informative things like when certain dates are, or funny memes. Load me up on the funny memes, right? Or just short and sweet, like little words of encouragement, or words of warning. Or when I say warning, I mean like I text people and say, hey, the state troopers are out wherever, and then I go back through and get a ticket. I got a warning. But I'm just saying, like, just remember, in this day and age, it's so simple to shoot off a text. If it's something, if it's information that has the potential to impact a relationship, maybe have that conversation in person or on the phone. Or send a voice, at the very minimum. If you can't, for some reason, talk to that person face to face or on the phone, send a voice text so they can at least hear the tone of your voice, the emotion behind it, in hopes that it will be received the way that you mean for it to be. Because otherwise, text, it just leaves open, the door is open wide for miscommunication. That is for sure. Well, there you go. There's a little extra tidbit you didn't ask for, and I won't charge you for. All right, I'm really going now. I'm not going offline yet. I'm building up to it, okay? Like, this is Saturday, July 1st. This video will post probably Wednesday, the 5th. So I have a few more days to add to it before I take the plunge. I don't know, y'all. I'm nervous. That's awful. If I'm this concerned about it, that's a big, big, big red flag that I need to take some time off. I mean, could it be more clear that I spend too much time on the social media? So, gotta rein it in. It's got to be done. I keep thinking I get to do it, so I have clear thoughts. It's beneficial, it's for my good, and it's not forever. Unless the Lord calls me to that. All right. Love ya.